Hello.
Top good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku had or was embodiment of infinity and zero. So, in this alternate timeline, the villains won because they captured all the heroes, including the All Might, and also includes Zuko's dad. And so, yeah. So Inko is terrified because she can't, or she wants to walk around, like go shopping with her friends and all that stuff. But she's afraid that the villains might try to grab her and do all that stuff. So I won't use her, or I don't use that. So basically, let's continue this what if. So the so she did give birth to Zuko and Zumi at the same time. So both of them were at age so at age of 4 because they missed their father, and they she did take them to the quirk doctor, and the the quirk doctor tells Zumi that she has quirk and then all that stuff. But at age of 6, they didn't realize that Zuko actually was born with 2 separate personalities. That it also inherits the both most powerful powers in the world. Zuko, that's one personality, inherits infinity because of his bravery and all that stuff. And Midoriya, that's his number 2 personality, inherits 0. So yeah, sorry, I was just tapping on my leg, so yeah. Hello. So yeah, with all that stuff goes on, so then at age of 6, or so because they like, so she abandoned Zuko without her realizing that her son is literally 2 persons inside one body. So the scientist, one of the scientists, picks him up, and because it was and went into a secret base and away from the villains, and the yeah, so the scientist says, okay, I know this is breaking the rules about being a hero thing, but we need someone that's able to like do that stuff. So they like separate his soul to turn him into a weapon, but then the soul of him comes out of the glass jar as he says, "What are you two doing? Or what's the rest of you doing?" to my Midoriya. Wait, what? As they turn around and see both Zukus. Wait. I'm confused. And Zuko explains, or sat down with them and explains that me and him are two separate beings. Actually, we both are in a same body. Or when we were in the same body, but embodiment of infinity. And that, or Midoriya, embodiment of zero. So basically, you who abstract positive and negative energies from each other's. Wow. So, okay. And yes, I will help you get those heroes back. I know I'm young and 6 years old, yes. But we will get those heroes back, yes. That's why our main project is to turn your body, him, into the weapon to fight against the villains. Do you hear that, Midoriya? Yep. I heard it loud and clear. So, he basically, as the Zuko number 2, pounds his hands together, and it caused a big explosion when he did that. So, what episode, or what? 7. Okay. So, yeah, Zuko ends up, says, okay, we got a plan. Better plan. And so, skip over to the... Yeah, so Zuko disguised himself as a new villain. New henchman thing. I'm new, so... You never heard of me. Yes. Come on in. I'll show you around. And it was a prison. Or should I say it's a camps between all the... Yeah, it's called Jail Cells of Heroes. There's only 4. 1 in Japan, or actually 3 in Japan and 1 in UA. Or USA. American. So, only 4, not like 4,000. And so, Zuko gets a tour around, but Midoriya snuck into the control room, where there was only one security guard watching the cameras. And man, Midoriya killed the security guy. Or he was actually just a spawner guy. So boom. And he took away his clothes and his appearance too. And he also absorbed all the blood away from it. So he sat down. Like pretends to be like a same thing. So, so yeah, Zuko was pretty tough. So after he gets toured around by and he sees the prisoner 001, All Might. And, yeah. So before he left, he says, "Can I talk to prisoner 001? Yes. Go ahead. Because as he quietly says to All Might, "I will, or we will get you out of here." As he says, "We will get you out of here," in a really quiet tone only All Might could hear. So then All Might agrees.
Victoria's Secret Supermodel
With it.
Adriana Lima.
So, yeah, as he doesn't show it, but deep down, he's smiling from the inside. So, yeah. So then after Zuko left, to go like shopping, or he's pretending to shop, but in reality, he ditches the disguise and he transforms into more of a back to himself as he like taps 3 times and Midoriya answered the "Can I?" As he says, "Sure. Get prepared. It's gonna be crazy." As Midoriya activates the unlock all prisoners button. And so all the prisoners, aka heroes, the pro heroes that were locked in the prison, all the prisoners beats up villains, and the villains are confused and all that stuff. As a door opens up, as his foot, as he says, "Man," as Zuko actually, or Midoriya actually kidnapped, aka puts all the prisoners of the villains behind bars. We don't need to who do that. You guys don't need to save your strings, man. Because some of them are so withered that even they look like they're dead from the inside out. So All Might was the same thing. He looks more skeleton than he used to. Here, let me show you what I mean. I'll be right back, and it's All Might. Yeah. Imagine in that. Yeah. That's what he looks like when... And he didn't have a wound on his side, but he's been looked way more dead than it was. So, Zuko Midoriya ends up, "I told you," as he says, basically says, "Man, it's embarrassing that as he was 6 years old, or they were 6 years old. So he's like, I know it's embarrassing about getting saved by a 6-year-old kid. But it's not. Huh. Yeah. Huh. We won't focus on that. So then they ran to the base, back to UA, should I say? And because Zuko and Midoriya already destroyed the other 2 bases that had the remaining heroes in it. And at the 4th one was actually not a villain base, or it's not a prison base, it's more of a villains' command center base. As All For One is annoyed because he wanted All Might's One For All quirk. So, yeah. But Zuko already destroyed both Zuko and Midoriya destroyed the villains, or 3 out of 4. So, yeah. So then, by themselves, so all the heroes went back to the UA, and they're trying to recuperate from the big battle. And Zuko's like, And so they both agree, or scientists, or the doctors, or no, they're both doctor and scientists, and were basically in the same, or so the 4 scientists that are also doctors treated every injured person, and even, yeah, all that stuff. So, so then all For One flies over from the from the 4th one. But dumb luck that Midoriya actually didn't leave or he was using body double. And the real one was at the number 4 base. So, yeah, because so All For One flies to UA, as he says, you're annoying, brat, and you set my prisoners free from, really? I set your prisoners free because what's good with a, tell me, for one, tell me that, or actually Zuko actually used All For One's actual name. That kind of surprised All For One. Because he didn't tell anyone about his real name. So he's like, how did you know my actual name? That part's easy part. Because all of you, everyone has their villain slash hero names and then their secret identities. And so you, all for one, you're just a crime artist that wants to take over the world and all that stuff. So, but the pro heroes, the citizens that saw Zuko standing up for them, and so all for one's like, now. And I will send my men out to kill all of them. But first you have to battle against me. As everyone is scared that because they did not realize that I'm a gentleman. I don't hurt children. Oh, you're not battling against a normal children. You're battling against someone that could easily take over the world so much. But no, I am not going to do that to you. As he closes his eyes and then he says, I am embodiment of infinity. As his eyes glowed, he opens his eyes and he glowed with this threatening aura as they could see galaxies all over his body. With that much power that he has, it's like, come on now. So, Zuko runs over and he punches All for One around like a little rag doll. And All for One, it's like that same scene where it was All Might versus All for One, but it's Zuko versus All for One. And so All for One beats him around. Or no, actually Zuko beats him around like a little rag doll, sending him flying around. And of course, who is helping Zuko is Midoriya. And he is his body double, or so clone. And All for One says, enough! As he comes in and destroys the clone. As he's like, As he pulls out the device, it's a trigger. So he pulls the trigger, but he didn't realize that the nuclear bomb, that he didn't realize that Midoriya actually infiltrated the final base and just, he grabs the nuke and he flew up into the air and he chucks it into the outer space. When All for One pulls the trigger, boom! What? There's something wrong with this. Oh, you think you're so slick about putting a nuclear bomb in America, huh? But no, the truth be told, I already sent one of my men out. And he knew what to do. So So then Midoriya comes back. And now, so all for one, so Zuko and Midoriya fuse together in the most epic, like, the most epic way. Even more epic than anything. He went from, hold on, he was, they don't call him, like, bodyman of, I'm trying to figure it out. So, his name is called Zuko, the Path of Destiny Lord. So, this combines the powers of Infinity and Zero. And he's about the same size as Endeavor. As he says, as all for one, like, comes in, try to punch, and Zuko, who, as a blade, comes out and slices right through him. Basically, all for one died from it. Yeah. And so, and the reason why I brought him, like, way earlier than normally at age of 15, and the time skip to All Might versus All for One stuff, no. I'm bringing them way earlier than that. So, yeah. But All for One dies before he even got a chance to, like, give his quirk to the Quirk Doctor to, like, put into Shiraki-sen. And so he's permanently, yeah. And so, then they both went back to normal, and they're like, yeah. So the detective actually asked Zuko and Midoriya if they wanted to become heroes. Like a pro heroes. Yeah. Is a age restriction to becoming a pro hero is like, or to go to UA is 15, right? Yes. But with you, whom my most powerfulest friend, you can become a hero at any time. As most heroes, like, with your powers, every villain is scared of you. So, let's do a time skip. To 15. So, stuff in this part will change, like, aka never will happen, because the All for One died and all the villains are now in prison, and heroes are glad that they have a weapon, and that, Yeah, and so stuff like that. So yeah, all mine. Or so Zumi him was is a little bit surprised that she has a brother that has embodiment of two different personalities. So basically, it makes her having more siblings, like basically two brothers instead of one. So, but they're technically still one. So, yeah. Name. So both of them, um, so Todoroki is glad that his father has been saved, and then, yeah. So, stuff like that. And their embodiment, or so when they combined, they kind of look like that. Uh, uh, and yeah. So, yeah. So then yeah. So because they both are now two separate entities, yes, first is that Ochako actually, because at age of 3, because she didn't know that Zuko is two separate people. So, yeah, so she ends up dating Zuko, who, and the other, so the Midoriya, because let's say in this alternate storyline, wrong one. Nope, that's not it. Nope. And what I'm trying to find, that's not it. So, so in the story that I had, if I can find the stupid thing, was I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on, give me a minute. So, I'm trying to find a picture of, no, not Momo. It's Penny. I know I'm a bad YouTuber, but yeah. So, because I can't find the stupid image. So IPPAN Penny. I should do here. Ready? and this girl. So Midoriya dates her and gets married to her, and stuff like that happens. And so, and at age of 18, they both had 2 separate kids. And this is a question for you. Do you guys, for my tomorrow's what if, do you guys want me to make a what if Larfleeze from DC Comics? Here, let me show you what I mean. Larfleeze. This guy right here was in My Hero Academia. I already have something planned, but so this is gonna be a spoiler for like tomorrow's what if that ever happens at some point in one of these videos, is that the Larfleeze, I kind of changed his backstory about how he became, like he was born on an alien planet, and he basically gains the orange battery and all that stuff. Well, in my story thing, that he will be the son of Zuko. So he would be the son of Zuko, because I know there was a lot of people that create like, what if Deku had Red Lantern or joins a Red Lantern Corps and all that stuff. Well, I was like, after watching what if Deku was the Red Lantern storyline, I was like, well, and so this is after part where, so I know that we are supposed to talk about like, what if Deku was embodiment of an Infinity and Zero, or all thing, but I already did, if you guys don't understand what this part is, this is called the end talk. So the end talk talks about the end of or beginning of the new story that I will run across. I usually ask the question, and if you guys want me to make him into a next what if story, because I know that his backstory is a weird, demonic one, but yeah, that's if you guys want me to make it. So, peace out, Cub Scouts, and have a good night or day. Depends on time zones. Peace.